So I'm Greta Barrett-Cunningham. I'm the Executive Director with the Alouette River Management Society. And we're just here at Mud Creek, which is a stream that comes off of the Blue Mountain area, just up from our centre at the Alouette River Management Society. We're about 4.5 kilometres up the BC Hydro Access Road. And we're checking out the rotary screw trap sockeye smolt enumeration project today. KDLP crew, Laurie and Curtis have been showing us how the rotary screw trap works, and what they're doing is they're collecting, counting and sampling the number of sockeye smolts that come out of the Alouette Reservoir through a spill gate surface flow. And yeah, it's part of the work of the Alouette River Salmonid Restoration Program. This sockeye smolt enumeration, outmigration enumeration, has been running for 15 years, and it's a kind of a great bookend to the work that ARMS does at the lower end of the river, where we capture and we enumerate the number of adults sockeye that return, and then we run those back up to the reservoir and release them in the summertime. So yeah, so LGL does a great job doing the young fry counts as they leave the reservoir, and it's a great team that we're working with here.
But can you say your count is low?
Yeah, the numbers, they're all over the place. Like one day we'll have 50, and then another day we'll have 2, and then another day we'll have nearly over 150. So it's all over the place right now.
And, you've been doing this for some time now.
7 years this year.
So from what Megan's told me in the past, usually like the first week tends to be a little bit quiet, and then it's like week 2, 3, 4 that is kind of more the peak. Kind of around now to around the first week of May typically, and then it tends to sort of, peter off. And
we also had large trout at the same time in the trap, so that could have been it too, because they're pretty heavy and go around pretty fast in the trap. They're pushing them all around and stuff.
So how large is the trout
yeah, 350 millimeters was our biggest one.
Yeah, he's pretty wide too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was eating them in the hatch because we had really no numbers. And when we checked in the evening, there was a lot of fry. And the next morning, all the fry was pretty much gone. We keep the times around 7:30, 8, and then we start fishing when the hatch opens, and then we collect data. All species and the non-targets, and then we bring the sockeye up to coho if needed. We will do the fork length, the measuring, we'll scale them in these vials, send them off to make sure they look good, they're healthy, and what the numbers are coming back. And then we give them 4 hours, 3 hours of recovery time because we have to drug them. And then we'll release them up above 6K up at the pool where the dam is, and they'll come back through, and then we'll assess it again to see if we have sockeye recaps. And yeah.
So what's the purpose of putting them through again? Marking them and capturing them and then sending them through here. What information do you get by doing that rather than just counting them and assessing them the first time when they're
It shows that they are healthy, strong, and they're coming back, whether they are morts, like they have passed away, or they've come back. It's a data collection for LGL, KDLP, DFO, stating, just if they're doing good and they're healthy and stuff like that. Right?
So do you get about the same number coming back that you captured and tagged, or how many do you lose by doing that? I have them then come the second time,
We don't catch all the recaps back because they'll bypass through the white water.
Less than half.
Yeah.
I'd say less than half.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's not mortality. That would just be they're going a different route. They're avoiding the trap the second time. Eh? They learned their lesson.
Yeah.
By being lucky,
that's like
probably.
Curtis again. Let's go to the right.
Yeah.
All right, you guys ready to go fishing?
would be the limit of the size of fish that come out of here, the fry that come out of here? They're all fry and they're...
Not that long.
So you
So
get a
over
whole bunch of
300.
different sizes.
Yeah, kokanee sockeye, rainbow trout, any kind of trout, the dollies, upper dollies. Am I missing any species, Curtis, that are big? Just trout and sockeye. Oh, Chinook.
Chubs too.
Oh yeah, P-chubs are pretty big.
Which?
P-chubs.
P-chubs.
P-mouse.
Oh yeah. So the sockeye fry, would they be a consistent size, or will you get some smolts with them, or?
The sockeye fry are about that, but they can go right up to this big.
Do you know why you get that range of size?
That's a amazing question. I wish I was a fish so I can tell you.
Do you know why?
Well, I think like the variation of size, I think from what I remember hearing is that
Sockeye and chum, the coho fry is very low, but again, it's different every day. So on rainy days, it's less numbers, but when the sun is here, we get a huge amount of
Yeah, I know
fish.
the sockeye are coming from the other side of the dam. Where's the chum come from?
I believe it's in the same, yeah.
Just below the dam. You have to be below the dam. So because we're spawning all the way through it. So if there's that many chum is here, there must be lots of chum all the way down. Right. Where's
Yeah.
the chum from?
Yeah,
well, they may come from the
that's right, and they go upstream.
Yeah.
The sockeye, kokanee sockeye are coming out of the lake, coming through.
Yeah. The other side.
Yeah, so the fry, if you were over there right now taking a look, you'll be able to tell what species is what by coho has the orange fins. Chum, sockeye, they have different colors. It's actually pretty neat. I wish you guys could see. So our target species he will bring up, and then you guys will see what we biosample.
So he's estimating the number each time?
The percentage, and also one at a time, certain targets, non-targets.
So you're actually going to mark these fish?
The kokanee sockeye, we will take scales, fork length measure,
Oh, you take scales off the fry?
Nope, the sockeye, kokanee sockeye, That's our target species for here, this project with
I just think
LTL.
they'd be so tiny.
Yeah, no, the little
Certain
guys,
size.
they're too small. We don't want to hurt them.
But we take off the scales on the adults when they come back.
Yes.
And that can be hard.
Yeah. You get used to it when you're doing it daily.
Exactly. That's the thing. We're not doing it as much. We're not getting obviously as many results as we would like to see.
So when we use the clove oil for the kokanee sockeye, it takes 3 minutes for them to get, relaxed and drugged a little bit so we can do the work that we do to sample them. And it takes 6 minutes for them to recover.
Oh, yeah.
And then we put them back in the hatch for 4 hours to recover, and then we'll go up top and then release them in the pool up there.
You just figured this out through the years, eh? Just how long it takes you to recover?
Yeah, it's the same. I mean, when you use clove oil, you use a certain amount. 10 liters of water in a bucket. 3 minutes. Once their bellies are up, they're good to be worked on, biosample. And then we put them in a recovery bucket with the bubbles, so they have oxygen. 6 minutes pass by, and they're swimming around again. And then 4 hours in the hatch to recover.
Amazing little creature, right? I've been up here when there are dozens of eagles just, flying right down the river.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's so neat, eh?
Yeah, we have some main eagles that are here every day. You can hear them. I'm surprised they're not here right now.
And the mergansers are here.
Always so nice to have. It's a sunny day, so they're probably all out.
There's yes down at the hatchery.
Oh yeah.
various aspects of this and people saying things. You have more than one of these rotary traps, or is this is it?
We have an exit at 256, so the men's prison, the dike that goes that way, and then the women's prison here. So we have two. So say, like 1 year, Burgess and I think this was 2 years ago, a tree fell over the road. We had a real wicked, wild storm, and we were stuck. But then we forgot that we had a key, and thankfully we got out, no problem. So there's emergency road on the other end. Two different ways you can come in. We haven't gotten any yet. We got Coho Car Wild, and we'll just, measure, take a picture, we'll release them. But we can't do it today because they're going out. At least a handful, so they'll have that documentation. That's a wrap. Now it's biosample time.
So you're an old-handed identifier these things.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing this?
I think this is my third year doing it.
Yeah.
Not in a row though.
Training where? Where did you take your training?
I didn't.
You didn't take any training?
No, I've just been working around fish.
With KDLP, but different projects.
Yeah.
So environmental work, we've been doing it for probably over a decade at least.
I've been with KDLP for 11 years now. All sorts of stuff with fish and different animals, turtles.
Like
Yeah.
to work?
Yeah, oh, it's my favorite.
Yeah,
Love
mine
it.
too. KDLP since 2006 for me. Environmental work and archaeology we do.
Yeah.
So tell me what we're looking at here, because you're the expert.
Yeah.
Well, look at that. Jeez, that looks like this.
Put some more water in it.
Even at this size, they have the green head, right?
Yeah.
And what about those paw marks? Is that specifically sockeye?
No, Coho actually have those too.
Yeah. Very similar, right?
Yeah, Coho, you can really tell. Like,
They got orange, yellow fins.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is the tail fin the same, or is it slightly different?
It's different color.
Yeah.
And
Paw marks.
yeah, these marks on a Coho, you can definitely see them more. They're darker.
10 liters of water, 10 milliliters of clove oil, and then we'll process 3 to 5 fish at a time, because if you do too much, you don't want more, because you don't want them to die. We wear gloves to protect them and us. Once they are good to go to start our biosample, we do the fork length, then we do the measure. I write it in the sheets, then I grab a scale and put them on here, and I put the scales in this. And then we send it off and they see how the fish are doing. And that's our job. And then we'll have a recovery bucket after they've been with clove oil, and then they'll come back within 6 minutes, and then we'll put them in the hatch for 4 hours and we'll release them up above.
Cool.
Yeah. So We have stress ointment here that we spray when we measure them. Will help them from getting stressed out. I'm not sure what is in here. Do you know?
I don't.
I don't know.
I thought it might have been the same thing. The clove oil again.
No.
But no, it's something
No,
different.
clove
Slime.
oil. Sorry?
It's like slime.
Yeah.
Slime.
So have
Yeah.
you tried it on yourself?
I was just going to say, it's a stress oil for yourself.
You don't need it.
It's pretty much the same as
Too bad.
when the fish get stressed out, they like leave that slimy.
Slime behind,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's that protective coating
Yeah.
that's on the fish, right?
Yeah. So we use that.
I guess it's kind of like an immune system, I think I heard. Like it sort of stops
Yeah.
them from getting, like diseases and pathogens and
Yeah.
helps them to stay healthy.
Healing properties of
Yeah.
some sort.
Yeah.
So the tools that we use is little mini scissors to do the lower caudal clip on the kokanee sockeye. And then we'll use this guy to gently grab a few scales, and we'll smear it on 2 squares on here, 1 and 1, 2 and 2. So each number is for a different fish. And 1 lower caudal clip in each vial, 1 fish only. And we process biosample the information on here, and it goes to all the companies to whom it's concerned to, and they figure out how they're doing and if everything is going well for them. And we find out all the good stuff data collection that we received like a month or 2 after, and what it was like compared to when we first started this project. Yeah. So on this scale, the diagram is pretty cool. Have you ever seen it?
I probably have seen
Yeah.
all the reports
Yeah.
at one time or the other, yeah. But there's, as I said, it's been the project really. This one's been running for 15 years.
If you ever need to see it, ask Jeff Clayton.
Yeah.
He'll have them.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I have all the reports because it's part
Yeah.
of like that larger report.
There's just so
have
many.
I read them all? Maybe
There's
not.
There's a lot of numbers.
Yeah, and there's a lot of like raw data that's at the back of all the reports,
Yeah,
right? So that
that's
all
right.
this information that you guys collect gets put into like those appendix tables at the back of each report.
Yeah.
So I can't say that I've read all that. Yes, but I have access to it for sure. Yeah, and those reports also are probably up on the FWCP website anyway. What's the
Just
date
keeps-
to treat?
What'd you get?
72, 3.6,
Nature is fast.
So 72 millimeters long, and how much weight?
3.6.
3.6. That was biosample 1.
So you take a clip of its tail?
The lower caudal clip.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
So right on the bottom, we'll just take half a fingernail
Okay.
size, sorry, and then we'll put it in without touching it, contaminating it. We don't want that, and we don't want to gouge too much, so we just grab a couple scales, as you can see,
Wow.
and then we make sure we're doing it right and we don't miss anything. And this will be 23. We smear it across, so there's a few scales on there, so if one didn't work or 2 didn't work, there's at least 5 or 4 on there.
Now, do you have to have them aligned a certain way?
What do you mean?
Well, like where is the scale, like is it sort of up or down? Because I know when we do the adult enumeration, we have to, apparently when we take a scale, it has to be centered in a certain way on the little,
So he'll hold the
Yeah.
fin out,
Yeah.
and the scales go like this. Like, you know how our hairs
Yeah.
go like
Yeah,
this?
the-
We go
yeah, the cute.
against it.
yeah, and you just
So
pull it up.
we'll pull gently, and we'll get a whole bunch.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know from our results we have to make sure that it's positioned a certain way on the
That's
sample
damaged.
sheet.
This one's damaged? Oh, yeah.
You'll make it?
Yeah.
24. Oh. 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, 20-ish?
Yeah, a little bit more.
You're not seeing any sculpin in that bucket.
From this bucket?
Yeah.
No.
No, we released the non.
So they're more like a flatfish, yeah?
Sculpins, like bullheads.
Okay, well I've seen some that are like flat and they have multicolored, some blue and yellow in there, down at the lower end of the river.
Wow, I would love to
by
see
the
that.
equestrian
Yeah.
center.
Not here. They're like brown gray.
Yeah, you know what? How that happened was a hot summer, and down by the equestrian center, there's places, some little trails into the river, and I was going in there to see if I could find this beaver dam people were talking about, and the water was low enough you could sit in it, you know, and just sit still, and you would see these little fish about that big that look like tropical fish.
Wow.
They're beautiful.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not colorful at all here. At all.
You know, I guess the conditions of the sockeye adults when they come back in July and August, you know, can vary. You know, depending upon how warm the water gets. You know, obviously in July and August the water temperatures can get much higher. So yeah, we see some, you know, scale loss, and sometimes we see like a lamprey has attached itself.
Do we fish?
Hmm?
A lamprey has attached itself.
Yeah,
to the
well, yeah, it's not there, but you can see the marks of it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, when we bring up the adults.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the most part, the adult sockeye that we see down at Alcoa are usually pretty healthy, and when we release them, they swim off well. You know? So we try to handle them as little as possible.
Let's hope we get a bunch of those this year.
Yeah. We had 85.
85 last year?
No, year before.
Year
Yeah, that
before.
was
Last year was not very good, was it?
2020 we had 85, 8 in 2022, and only 4 last year in 2022.
Yeah. When we get the fish ladder up there, we're going to have thousands.
Yeah, let them come and go as they can, right?
Great.